from Conway, South Carolina. This ought to be a fun matchup in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Mississippi State's offense will get the football first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Some misdirection with the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Wants to throw. It's Shapen. He lets one fly deep. He's got it down the left. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play in there inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. The throw to the outside is complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He got it. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. Breaks into the open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to ride this running back. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet, trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sharp. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
It's complete on the right side. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. Because he dropped it, now it's 4th down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. To the air, it's Shapen. The quick out. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Trying play action. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll take another shot here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Punt is in the air. Just needs a crack to get a return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. From the gun, they'll try the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball in the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Finds his man, it's Anderson. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the 1st quarter. A fun postseason battle here, deadlock at the end of the 1st. Here's a quick check of the stats so far. As we move into the 2nd, let's hope the rest of the game lives up to the early start. First play of the period, 1st down here. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Oh, and that's a chance to end that drive right there and completely wipe out the possibility of any points because, of course, the offense has the ball on their side of the field. That is an interception that he's got to be able to make.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Quick strike complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The give from the gun. There he goes. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he's made 1 already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the 3 ball gives us a tie.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
We're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown LSU. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They feed him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Under fire. He's going to run it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback will be slugged down back at the 43.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to fire. Got it on the outside. It's Brown. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have a great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet in the bounds.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing before tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Back to throw, it's Shapen. He's got him in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Back to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Mosley. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk point.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, 2 quarters down in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. A couple of teams looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's head back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Myrtle Beach Bowl.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wants to keep it in the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Looking for room. It's Durham. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Anderson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set. You still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sharp. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. He leaves it with his back. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Unloads to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Working a little foot magic magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. He lost one down the sideline. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back on the option. The give. Got the first down and more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The option look. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. put toe to leather. Let's see what he can do with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in. Oh, he's got some space. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Give to the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Sets up the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Breaks into the open. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught near the sideline, it's Brown. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught behind the line, it's Anderson. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. With the run on 1st and goal. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And the quick quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Wideout trying to get it in.
And this offense has definitely got to take a second right here and understand this is the most important play of the game. It's 4th down. We got to get the 1st down over the clock and the time running. They got to make sure they get a conversion here.
So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. This for a lead here in the 4th quarter. And this one is perfect. And now they regain the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Dropping back, it's Shapen. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. To the ground with the back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll go to the ground. Makes one man miss. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
He'll throw on 3rd down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Tiger! The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. His drive will open from the 15. Dropping back, it's Shapen. With the catch, it's Williams. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to swing it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, you set it down.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick, but man, if you're going to do that, that's fine, but we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got it in the middle, it's Traore. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
Well, that's just pitch and catch. At this point, you're just trying to create some rhythm in the passing game, so you find your tight end, stick route, middle of the field. Doesn't get easier than that.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Mosley. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. The quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted to stop the threat. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, it's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions in a 2-minute situation. The offense is so predictable. You know they're going to throw the football. So everybody on defense, they're just trying to see the ball thrown and then breaking on it. Nice job coming away with that turnover.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books.